Hello there everybody, and welcome to my newest long form video. And in this video I will be going over Lego Star Wars sets that Lego needs to make, and if this video does well I might make a part 2. But anyways, let's get into the list. And I would just like to say beforehand, this is not a ranking. These sets are in no particular order, and I really just in order of the way they come into my mind. To start, I have a new plate scale Venator. I think this has a lot of potential to be good, make it around the same scale as the recent Star Destroyer, and include some cool figures. Lego can include the new Captain Yularen from the UCS Venator. And this would be a cool way to get some cool, maybe Phase 1 clone troopers, but considering Lego, they just really don't like to make Phase 1 clones for some reason. This set definitely needs to be made, and I'm really surprised they haven't done it yet, but I would assume they're waiting for the UCS one to retire. Next, I have a Wolfpack Troopers Battle Pack. This would be absolutely awesome if they did that, and because that could also give me a lot of content to do, because I could compare the figures to the 2014 Wolfpack Troopers and these off-brand Wolfpack Troopers. But yeah, I'm really surprised Lego hasn't done this yet, but I'm really hoping they'll do it soon. Next, I have a New Republic frigate. Now, this one I'm doing mainly just because I think it would be cool if they included Phase 2 Commander Wolf and Plo Koon, because that would be a really cool way to coincide it with the 2011 version that included a Wolfpack Trooper and Commander Wolf. And they can even make it go along with the Wolfpack Troopers Battle Pack. I do definitely want a New Republic frigate. I don't really care that much about the figures. Well, that's why I do, but I do just really want a new version of that build, but make the figures good. A new Plo Koon Jedi Starfighter would be amazing. We desperately need this, and there's just so much minifigure potential with this. And heck, they can even make this go with the last 2 sets. And they can reuse the Plo Koon figure and the astromech head from the Microfighter. But personally, I'm not as much requesting this as much as I would have if I didn't have this alternate build made by Will_Crafting, who has these instructions up for free. Not sponsored, I just wanted to mention that. And I do think Lego should make this set for the people that don't have this, and I would probably get it for some comparison and content and just to see what Lego did differently. But Lego does definitely need to make this sometime soon. A new Z95 Headhunter would be amazing. This set is so good, and I just think it would be cool if we got a new one, even though I don't think they could top the 2013 one, mainly because it would be a lot smaller and probably just have some weird proportions, and the cockpit would probably look weird. But they still should remake this set so the wide public can have a easier way to get it without going back to the 2013 version. I think a new Wampa Cave would actually be really interesting, because there's, just a bunch of untapped potential with this. We have the one back in 2010, but we just haven't had like a Wampa figure since 2016, so it would be awesome to get that. So I do really hope that Lego will make a new Wampa Cave sometime soon. A plate scale Invisible Hand would be awesome. Just, have a interior based off of Revenge of the Sith, include Count Dooku, who we desperately need. The only bad thing I'd say about this set, in theory, Lego messed it up somehow, but in theory, everything will be good except for the General Grievous tax. So yeah, I do definitely think Lego needs to make this set. Begin with the Invisible Hand. A diorama of Anakin and Count Dooku and Obi-Wan's duel on that ship would be awesome. Include 4 figures. Or they could make a diorama but with play features. I'm trying to think of a good example of that. I don't know, but just like, have it look good, but maybe just like have a few play features. But I don't know, I feel like that could be a hot take, because, diorama sets are specifically for adults, so I'd prefer a play set that just looks like the scene, like, really well. In 20 years of this movie being out and we've never gotten a recreation of that scene is absolutely criminal. We desperately need this. A Galactic Marine Battle Pack would be absolutely amazing, and I'm really surprised Lego hasn't done this yet. To be fair, we only did just now get Galactic Marines, but if it gets to 2027 we haven't seen it yet, then I'll be fairly surprised. Because personally, I think having a wide-scale release of the Galactic Marines after like a year or so would be cool for Lego to do, and you can finally fill the turbo tank up with the Galactic Marines. I really want more of these figures, more than the 3, whenever I eventually get the turbo tank on sale, of course. But Lego definitely needs to do a Galactic Marine Battle Pack. Set that I know would never happen, but I really wanted to, would be the Citadel from Clone Wars Season 3. Include Phase 1 Echo, well, ARC Trooper Phase 1 Echo 5, seeing a bunch more figures that were there. This set would be amazing if we actually got it, but I know it would never happen. But I mean, a boy can dream. That's a common phrase, right? But maybe someday, whenever LEGO has absolutely no ideas and can't make any more TIE Fighters. A Republic Light Cruiser would be awesome, even though I do personally have a custom one where I just took the 2021 version and put a bunch of red pieces on it. I think that would be cool, because personally I would like to have both, and mine isn't the most accurate. And I would just love for LEGO to make the set in a wide released way, and this would just be an amazing thing for them to do. I think a midi-scale trade federation or a separatist, I don't know the name of this, but I mean, you can see it on screen, but just like a midi-scale version of this ship would be really cool. Now, before you guys burn me at the stake, I think the First Order ATSD needs to redeem itself and have it to where it can have the head on it and you can like pull it off, and that'd be a really cool play feature. And I think this build definitely needs a redemption, and I just really hope that LEGO will eventually remake it, even though we know they never will. Something that I'm really surprised that doesn't exist is a TIE Fighter microfighter, just like a normal Imperial TIE Fighter as a microfighter. I mean, I'm still surprised they don't exist. I mean, like, the fact that LEGO just never made it is just really amazing, but LEGO definitely does need to make this. So now I'm just going to rapid fire a bunch of battle packs. They don't really need much explanation. You can fill in the blanks there. 187th battle pack. Shock Trooper battle pack. A Sheik Troopers battle pack. A Horn Company battle pack. A 442nd battle pack. A new 212th battle pack. An ARF Trooper battle pack. An ARC Trooper battle pack where they just include just a bunch of random ARC Troopers. A Gungan battle pack, just a normal Phase 1 Clone Trooper battle pack. Battle pack of these 4 figures being a Clone Commander, Clone Captain, Clone Sergeant, and Clone Lieutenant. Phase 1 and Phase 2. A 91st Mobile Reconnaissance battle pack. A Doom Legion battle pack. Purge Trooper battle pack. A Death Trooper battle pack. List battle pack would be amazing. There is still more, but I'm kind of running out of ideas, but include more in the comments, I guess. A Tri-Droid, I think that would be really cool. You can include some cool figures, base it off of early Clone Wars. That would just be really cool. An RX-2000 tank, I am mainly saying this because Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars, even though the words find the RX-2000 tank to defeat the Zilla piece does trigger some trauma for me, it would still be cool to see. A new Palpatine's Arrest, similar to what I said with the Invisible Hand, make it like a close to Diorama playset. That would be really cool. You can include the 4 Jedi and Anakin and Palpatine. If they can reuse the Palpatine from the Coruscant Guard gunship, reuse Anakin, and Mace Windu, then they can create some new figures of those 3 Jedi. Crab Droid versus a 212 Trooper polybag would be really cool. Personally, I'd probably get like 5 to 10 of these things. A new Homie Spider Droid would be cool since we haven't gotten one since 2016, and this set I think that's definitely needs a remake. A D-Scale Imperial Star Destroyer, that would be really cool, and frankly I'm surprised we haven't gotten it yet, but I think we'll get it before the end of the decade. Scale Imperial Troop Carrier, not like the Marauder that we got in 2021, but similar to like what we see all throughout Rebels. That would just be really cool, and that was my first ever LEGO set, was that battle pack, so I think just having that would be really cool and a really sentimental thing for me. A TIE Striker from Rogue One would be amazing. I mean, this is just such an awesome vehicle, and I'm really surprised LEGO's never made it. A new Krennic's Imperial Shuttle would also be amazing. I mean, sure, it would be smaller, but still, I mean, it just would look amazing, and I really hope they do it sometime soon. A midi-scale Ghost would be kind of cool. I mean, realistically, I don't see this happening for a while, but I still think it would be really cool if that happened. New Snowspeeder definitely needs to be made, and they even have the cockpit piece from the Hot Rod Snowspeeder. So yeah, I definitely think LEGO needs to just make a normal Snowspeeder, and it's very soon, because we've been getting a lot of Hoth sets from the past few years, but we never got a Snowspeeder out of it. A UCS MTT would be amazing. I mean, make it minifigure scale, and that would just be absolute peak. And I mean, I don't really get too many UCS sets. I have one as of right now, but I would definitely get this. Speaking of UCS sets, UCS ATTE would be amazing as well, based off of Attack of Clones. Make it minifigure scale. That would just be so cool, and I would love to have that. And just, they can include so many Clone Troopers, even though they probably wouldn't include barely any. but this still definitely needs to be made. A new dropship with ATOT would also be really cool, although I would say these sets would most likely end up being separated if we were to ever get these pretty niche vehicles. I know it may make you mad, but it's true. And I mean, this definitely does need to be made eventually, but I hope soon, because hot take, I really think the original isn't as good as people hype it up to be. I mean, I still think it's good, it's just not that good. Since LEGO is retiring the Coruscant Guard gunship this year, something that me and a lot of other fans would like LEGO to do is take the build and then make a whole bunch of different types of gunships. Like, you can get normal, Plos Bros, Munalist. That would just be amazing. This definitely does need to happen. And my final set wish as of this video is a Mustafar diorama, or at least something similar to the past few sets I've mentioned, where it's a diorama-esque set that just, it's a play set that's close to being a diorama where you can still have some cool play features. That would just be really cool. Be sure to tell me your thoughts on all of these sets in the comment section below. Tell me if I missed any, and if I did miss any, they will most likely end up in a part 2 if this video does well. Or I could just make this into a short series, but I really don't want to do that. This would just be absolutely amazing, and all these sets would, and I just hope LEGO makes them, but my expectations are most likely too high. Wait, but if I admit my expectations are too high, then aren't my expectations low? Okay, I'm really confused about that now. Anyways, if you liked this video, please consider leaving a like. If you didn't like this video, please consider leaving a dislike, and please consider going to follow me on Instagram. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing, because if I get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do a toothpaste review.